this is going to be my dating profile. Anybody who wants to date me, they're going to have to. They'll come on here. I'll direct on any date site. I'll direct it here, and they can ask me for a date. Because every time I go on a date site, I get sabotaged, denied access, and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots. Gosh, someone really loves me. Catfishes all the time. So never actually get to chat to me. Chatting to the catfish, end up a lot of them having sex with catfish, and never actually even meet me. So, and that's on purpose. Someone really doesn't want me to ever date or have a human beside me. So let's change that starting this year. So I'm optimistic. So what can I say about me? I'm loyal when I am in a romance, which hasn't been for a while now. So that's why I'm single, I've just explained. I'm open, I'm friendly, I don't like echo. So if we meet, it's just me, you, me. No echo. I see echo as abuse, and abuse is echo. So no third party. I don't want political party or criminal gang around me and the man that I'm trying to have romance with. That's for sure. I don't smoke. I'll match you with drink, regardless if I'm sick the next day. I will. I sort of live for now a tiny bit. I don't take drugs, and I don't participate in taking drugs. However, I have been known to, if you're having a puff of cannabis, I will probably puff once or twice. That's about it. To be alongside, but no, not really. I'm 60, so I'm old. I feel old a bit, but young at heart. I still like to laugh, and I can. This year is going to be a different year for me. I'm not going to venture into everything that's happened because I've done so much on YouTube now. I think a lot of people understand my situation, and I think it's changed a lot around me, but I think it's changed a lot for so many all around the world. I don't underestimate my influence. That influence has been given to me by people who have observed me and monitored me for years. They gave me power that they never expected to change the way humans are, as in to change and guide a difference in lifestyles, a difference in how people are treated. And that is seen by me. A lot of it has been kicked back. A lot of it has been kicked back to some people who have tried to harm me, and usually around taps bets, and then they've been made to change their ways because the end result is they could be arrested, and they don't want that. So they sacrifice different things to change things. So I understand how I got to where I got. So this is me, nuts, bolts, nails, as I've said, and all. I'm open to meeting someone still here. What else can I say? I like to dance. I like to listen to music. I like to go for a coffee occasionally. I think I'm normal. I like to walk. I don't work at present, but in everything I've done, it's felt like a little bit like work. Getting rid of the chains around me hasn't been easy. It's took a tiny bit of brain power to work out, how am I going to tackle this? This is a challenge. What do I do next around this? Is there a different way that I can manage this? And usually by that, initiative, and it is initiatives, that's been a form of work for me. So I can be a little bit innovative. I'm an ideas woman, there's no doubt about it now. I can come up with different ways of doing, or maybe see a way of doing that is there, that is obvious, but nobody's made it a company when they could have done. That's me too. So that's about me. So what about you? What am I looking for? I'm looking for a person that smiles, a person that still has humour, so can still see the best even in the worst of situations, which is a little bit, I'm a bit like that. So a positive person, bottle half full more than half empty, but radical as in real, and sees if the bottle's half empty, can state, hey, it's half empty at the moment, we can make it half full. I like that. I like that kind of guy. So a person with push, gumption, fear, that, you know, goes against the odds if the odds are wrong, or goes against the tide if the tide is about harassment, cruelty, doesn't swing with the crowd. That kind of man, that's the man I'm after. Maybe a leader. I'm attracted to leaders, but leaders are always attracted to me. And the last few men that I've had romance-wise, it's leaders who have wanted to lead alongside me or meet me. That's for sure. What else can I say? So I've said it doesn't matter if you have a car or not car. You know, a little bit of gumption. Doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. I'm not bothered about that. Money isn't that important, but it is important at some level. You have to live. And to live a nicer, finer life, you have to be regarded as someone that is valued for what you do in the way that I want to be valued for who I am and what I do. I'm not worth nothing, and neither are you. So that's the guy that I'm looking for. The guy that is seen. He may not be rich, but he has a point of difference about him that makes him really, really special. So you can be far or near. If you can get to me, I like physical. I'm not a person that will talk for months. I've done all that. I've tried every which way. Talk for months and end up never meeting. That's not really me. I need to be meeting you, having a coffee, seeing you. I'm a touchy-feely, so I'm expecting the man that I meet to be a little bit romantic. And that's my expectation. So you can contact me via the comments. That's how I'm going to date from now on. I'm doing this as my profile for dating. I have to change the fact that I have handed the lead to date sites to help me, and they haven't. They've been sabotaged. Usually the people that run the date sites have had no choice. This isn't criticism of anybody who runs a date site. They're usually doing a damn good job, and for some, they've met and fell in love from those date sites, so they're doing a wonderful job. Unfortunately, around me, I haven't had that opportunity because gang-like around me for years on whoever the boss is of whichever the date site. So this is not about the date sites. I'm sorry that you've had to maybe go through that, whoever has been in charge of those date sites. I'm sorry about that. I apologise on those gang-like humans who maybe have overcharged you. I'm sorry for somebody else's bad behaviour. Anyway, back to the date site. So if you want to get in contact, if you think, oh, I actually like this woman, a lot of the stuff that I've talked about is going. I needed it out there for change around me. I think I'm more or less done it. Maybe one or two talks, but that's it now. And most of it all going to go, not going to be staying around. So I'm not going to have that as my history, but it's going to be, everybody's going to be aware of who I am, and every time I do a talk, it has a connection somewhere else, a domino connection, and that chain reaction works. It helps, it doesn't hinder. So help me, don't hinder me. Come and have a date with me. Let's see if we get on. I'd like romance this year. So this is going to be my date site, my YouTube date site. And if you want to meet me, if you want to have a coffee with me, write it in the comments, and I will return the chat, and let's meet up. All right, thank you. Right, bye.